When you're a founder, you've got a lot of things on your plate, a lot of pressure coming from all directions. And hiring your first sales leader is a monumental task. It really comes down to a relationship that you can rely upon and that you can develop over time. The way sales people and sales leaders communicate in general oftentimes is very different than how the humans that run engineering or marketing or founders, depending on their personality profiles, communicate. And so as people are being direct, just trying to get their thoughts out, that can come across as abrasiveness or brash, or can be taken out of context or in the wrong way when people are just trying to communicate as the business is going. And so it's really important to understand how each one both communicates, but also how they hear things. And I think establishing like positive intent, even if the words don't come out right, is a good foundation for a leadership team to establish early on. In addition to that, back to those personality types, when I was at another company, we had an offsite and we all took a personality test and understood those personality and communication traits between us so that we could better effectively communicate. When that happens in the right way, I've seen the sales leader 2, 3, 4x the outcomes that happen in a business.
Yeah, the ideal sales process teams vibes are very rare. And it takes a very long time to get there. But it takes patience and time. And not a lot of people have that, especially a CEO. So my suggestion is when you hire your first sales leader, give them time and give them the leash needed in order to make the changes and build the process. But also, once they start to get in the weeds of deals, let them figure it out. Most founders that are taking the sales calls and closing the deals themselves have a really hard time letting go. And that is extremely hard because this is your baby. You're building your kingdom. You don't want to hand over the keys to someone, but that's why you hired them. So give them the chance to build the playbook and then start looking at the other parts of the business, product, marketing, the parts that you've probably neglected while you've been in the sales seat, and let that sales leader run and do their job.